G'day, my name's Kenneth Fodder, and welcome to Prison Architect. Before we kick things off, it is worth noting that I'm not running all the DLC. I don't have all of them, but for what I do have, I will try and do my best. I'm running a couple of mods, which I may or may not put in the description down below. We're going to see if we can't get 20 episodes out of this. I have no particular goals in mind other than to build a prison with the money that we have, and trying not to hire too many people and try and balance shit out and just make stuff work because reasons. Alright. We don't need to read any of this stuff. We're going to start on our island. We will accept our first grant, however. We're going to use our 8 workers. We are going to grab that one, because more money is always nice. And let's try and get ourselves a basic detention center and administrative block. Let's go with that one for now. So, we're going to use our quick build functions to build ourselves things like a holding cell, because of reasons. We're going to start over here on our main island. We're going to try to build as much to the confines of the island as possible without building out too much extra space, which basically means that we need to fit everything that we can within within the island bounds. So if the quick build doesn't fit, we need to basically, well, rebuild the quick build for all intents and purposes. We're going to start with this yard. This yard can go over here. It's probably going to interfere with a few things there, but that's okay. Alright, so we've got a holding cell, we've got a yard. You know, let's just run everything around this yard. So the shower can go over here. We do have a few other bits and pieces, like some mutators and some other modifiers. There's no fog, it's permanent day. My guards are super awesome because, honestly, I feel like the guards tend to be excessively stupid in this game for some weird reason. We are definitely going to have to move the canteen around. 2 guards, 2 chefs. We've got 2 officers. We need to hire the warden, who is Dr. Hudson. Will do whatever is necessary to get the job done. Quicker response times and repairs are cheaper. And I have yet to figure out what kind of insanity I'm going to allow myself to run with. I've been playing a decent amount of this game over the last month or so. I think I might avoid minimum security because they do tend to spend a lot of time committing suicide via drug overdose or trying to find a tunnel out, whereas anything up usually tend to either murder each other in riots or at least, you know, try and get through to parole and educate themselves into a whole bunch of other stuff, whereas MinSec are kind of like, I'm either going to escape or do nothing until parole hits, and then, you know, you empty the prison, and you don't get as much money out of them either. So, just gonna, ignore some of this stuff. But, first things first, I'm probably also going to want to have a reception for prisoner intake. And then we're going to go concrete building and run it like that. And then that's going to be an enclosed yard. We need to run some walls. Let's not do a perimeter wall just yet. Let's run some fences. So we're going to fence off a lot of this area. Oh boy. And I've just realized that the music is not going either, so we will have to get on that at some point. Alright, there we go. Let's fence all of this in. We'll chuck a staff door there. That should do us just fine. We also have staff needs, so at some point we're going to need to be needing that building. Building? Words are hard. A whole bundle of staff facilities, i.e. showers for staff, toilets for staff, amongst other things. Let's speed the game up because I cannot abide it being slow. We'll need to chuck down a storage area as well. So we've got garbage, we've got deliveries. I'm going to put storage in the corner over here next to that so that any excess materials will go there. We'll need to build things like heating. So heating will be a requirement, which means lots of heat pipes, lots of heating tanks, that kind of thing. Let's chuck a staff room down. Just for reasons. In fact, you know what? I might... Once that door is in, I might turn that into a staff door. And then have another door out into the yard so the cooks will have to come out through the yard and into there, possibly. Or I might rearrange that, just turn it around. But we'll see. Now, with 10 guys, it's not going to go very, very fast. And that is okay. That gives us a little bit of time to talk about more about what we want to do. So, like I've said, I'm probably not going to do a minimum security right until the very end. They are not a... Like, you're going to get 300 for them, so I'd rather get 500 apiece for each medium security prisoner, so we'll start with medium security, of which there will be 6 available. We'll probably run from medium security into max security. We'll then finagle our policies to allow for supermax and legendary prisoners, and then at some stage we will... start admitting criminally insane prisoners. So, I do believe I have also turned off, I believe it's under extras, and is it either mutators or something else. There is, say, a permanent day there. I was thinking about wild growth, but I just honestly could not be bothered. Where is it? It should be under, not mods, but map settings. We want to turn off that one. I don't really want to have to deal with criminally insane inmates when I don't have the, capacity for it. So when we, it's kind of, it put that down to a maybe. Possibly. I think for the most part, my criminally insane inmates will come about as a result of just opening up my admissions. So here, it's not going to fit, so I need to either turn it around or make the room smaller. I'm just going to turn it around and put it there like that. So we got a holding cell, we got a yard. I am going to start running out a basic cell block. These are about as small as we can get it. We will have some need conditions at some stage for our prisoners. They will complain that it's like, it's not good enough or something of that ilk. Also would be good to line this up. Oh, crap. I've deleted my yard as well. That's not great. Okay, never mind. Alrighty, so then this wall actually needs to change. So I actually need to run my foundations out a little bit further. So we're going to run these out to here, which will change that. We can start by completing the fence to about there. Right. But... see if we can't get rid of some of these. Basic cell. Wait till I line this up better. There we go. Which is weird that doesn't line up properly, which means there's something else that's screwy along this side. You line up, you line up, you line up. Ah, it's that one. And everything down that way. Ah. Okay. Let's do it. Let's see if we can't. No, it's not going to let us do it. All right. So this is going to be winky wonky, and we will have to deal with that at some stage. run a concrete foundation down there and run you down there. Let's leave. Let's actually run that out a little bit further. There we go. And then start expanding this. So it's going to be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. Let's see, we'll probably need to head up to about... because everything's going to get shifted over by at least one. Let's go for the 20 mark. Plus another 14 is going to get us to 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, so 28. We need some more foundations in here. And if you're not exact with it, it's going to penalize you. There we go. So there's a one-wide walkway. Now, normally I would want to space this out to about 2-ish. Like a 2-space gap between, and then you can actually run all of your patrols back and forth along that. But given that space is at a premium and expanding is expensive, I'm not inclined to be helpful. But we do now have the warden has an office, so I think, what was it? We needed to unlock finance. And then hire an accountant. So we're going to start with finance. I'm going to start with policy, health, security. I'm going to need the micro, going to need maintenance. Let's see, legal for the small cells, and I'm not going to worry about education just yet, and I'm probably not going to worry about psychology. Actually, it might be a good program to have. Right, we'll unlock most of the stuff at the start. There is like I've gone from going, yeah, I don't need any of this to nah, screw it. The entire first line, go. Anyway, there we go. Currently making a bank of about 260-ish, odd, somewhat. And a lot of the wood will get sent over to storage and then loaded onto boats and sold. So, you require an office. You do have an office. Unless it hasn't quite been built yet. No, it hasn't quite been built. That's okay. Alrighty. Oh, you can see that hasn't been built because it says build 2 offices and neither of the offices have been built. But other than that, I need to bust through these walls and then place down a proper jail door. And then probably put down some foundational concrete right there. And then that should hopefully deal with that. Alrighty. Now that I've done that one, let's try and block some of this off. The builders will have to come through, go around the outside. Like that kind of outside. Because I do not have phase through walls on. Alright, and now we wait. Yep, so they'll find the nearest chairs and go on breaking them. And then while we wait for all of this, let's just keep that running. Let's wrap up some utilities then. So power is going to go probably not underneath. It's going to have to come up and around. Yeah, there we go. And it'll come down there, come down through here. And that will take care of a lot of this. Try and make the electrical grid as neat as possible, but no promises are made. Then run the electricity down like so, and then in through that. All right. Pipes. Let's run this down. Yeah, through that one. Through the middle there. Bring that all the way down again. Run it along that back wall because easy access for other things. There we go. And then We actually also need to run a pipe out this way to them, down that wall, all the way through there. Then 2 small pipes there, a couple small pipes there. Done. All right, and that should make sense of that one. I need to hold off on spending extraneous amounts of money on things like flooring. We'll have to just deal with it. Except in the places where it doesn't match up, like that one there. Now I'm wondering, was the foundation... No, the foundation was not built there, so we're just gonna make that a priority? Unless it already is. I wonder. Oh, we got more stuff. Hello. So the point, let's... There we go. Put down some concrete walls there. Demolish that concrete wall. The lights will come on in a second once we get all that power shit set up. Researching psychology. No. Right click on all of this. Good, he's doing finance, thinking, groundskeeping and cleaning, which requires a foreman. We'll redo all this. That's fine. We do have a lawyer, foreman, and a chief. We'll worry about those later on. All right, we're doing okay. More money's going out than's coming in. We get a decent cash flow in. That's fine. We'll probably drop once we stop cutting down trees. I may need to create a forestry area for a little bit of that extra money and for workshop. And just run it as a wood shop rather than metalwork or anything like that. All right, and now we can hire an accountant. We should probably do that. There we go. Done. That's 2 offices. Now we're still waiting on the kitchen, canteen, and yard and shower to be built. Oh yes, I need to probably label it a yard because we have to put this in manually. That's fine. This actually works out a lot better for us. At least because of the fact that it's not actually going to cost us any of the money for the excessive amount of weights and benches. So at least for this one, we'll be able to chuck down, say, some bleachers. Throw one at either end. Maybe a few weights benches in the middle. There we go. And maybe a couple of phone booths. Now I do know that there's one of them that requires at least 5 phone booths, so we'll run 5 phone booths there, and at some point we'll have to build a security room so we can listen in on their conversations. Yes. Right. For the criminally insane, nuts to that. All right, we've dropped down to 140 cash flow per day. We need to buy a few extra bits and pieces. That's okay. I think partly it's because of the accountant. I am going to hire 6 more workmen in the hopes that it will get done a little bit quicker. And we need to start planning out things like medical facilities as well, which we will probably put down in this corner along with solitary and a morgue. But we have completed a contract, so that's good. We need to go into grants. And I believe cell block A is to get to 15. And a staff room, which I believe has the 3 wide surface and the soda machine. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't built it yet. Either way. Let's do cell block A. We'll have to unlock extra grant at some point. That's a $20,000 advance on that one. And we're down to minus 400. Probably because we may have... We have started the kitchen. Food is expensive, guys. Food is expensive. Or at least the foundation for that's finished already. The shower room is done as well. And we are not able to get to any of the stuff that's over there. So we are going to have to... We're going to have to demolish all the walls along through here. The walls in there. And any of the walls that are there. There we go. Which is unfortunate. But we're going to do what we're going to do to finish at least the square concrete block. Oh, and obviously put in a door at some point. So, because it's all going to get moved over by at least one, that should leave us with enough room for a large jail door, which we'll be able to lock and keep people in. There we go. And that is time for the first episode. If you like what you saw, then you know what to do. My name's Kenneth Foote, and this is Prison Architect. Thanks for watching.